Hey everyone, thank you so much for being here today. My name is Denise. I'm also known as heywigsister on Instagram and Facebook. Today I'm here to bring you a wig review and a comparison. I'm going to show you the style Real Deal by Raquel Welch. That's what's on my head. And I'm going to compare it to Straight Up with a Twist, also by Raquel Welch. I have them both in the exact same color, so you'll really be able to get a great comparison in case a style similar to one of these two is interesting to you. Now you'll know the difference, so stick around and I'll tell you all about them. I have already reviewed Straight Up with the Twist, so this comparison won't spend very much time on that particular piece. I will link my review of Straight Up with the Twist for you in case you want to see more details on that one, but you'll probably get enough in this one that you'll get a good sense of it. So let's take a look at Real Deal all the way around, and I'll tell you all about this one first. You can see it's got a really edgy razored cut in the back. One of the differences between these two is this one has a lot more kind of razored edges, and you'll be able to see that when I do the comparison. At the end of this video, I will include side-by-side pictures so you can see them side by side from all angles. That way you'll really get a good sense of them. Real Deal is extremely cute, low density, it's pretty low density. So I think this is a great wig for summer because it doesn't have Permatease. Yeah, I'm really not feeling Permatease. Maybe the little bit of crimpy fibers right here. Nothing pillowy though. I just feel like maybe there's a little crimpy fiber right there. And what that does, gives it a tiny, tiny bit of lift right here, barely perceptible, and also helps to hide the wefting. So Permatease can be great for that. The way they cut this though, I really don't think you have to worry about seeing wefting, even in the back, even if it gets windy, even though it is pretty low density. So if you're struggling with the heat in the summer and you're looking for something that's going to be still fashionable and cute and not too short, maybe you can't do pixies, this one could be a really good one to check out. Now do remember, these are heat-friendly fibers, so you do have to treat them with just a little bit of care, but I will just tell you that the length is a really good one for heat-friendly fibers. I just recently did a video showing you how I care for my heat-friendly fibers, and I use an old Straight Up with a Twist that had been modified a little bit and cut a little shorter as my example wig in that video. My personal preference right now where I am in my wig journey, if I'm going to wear a straight style that's shoulder length and above, I actually prefer heat-friendly fibers at this point versus regular synthetic because they feel so much more natural. They're a lot softer and silkier, and they don't have the kind of fake shine that some synthetic wigs can have, especially blondes. These don't look shiny, they just look like healthy hair. I really love that. So Real Deal has a lot of layers. You can see all of these layers right here. It's kind of it's not a super edgy cut, but it's just a little bit edgy and a little bit kind of more on trend than your typical bob. The front, you can get full bangs in really easily, but the front is just a little bit too long for them to come out of the box with bangs, but you can very easily cut bangs, and you have the template for you because of how the short layers are in the front. Let's take a look at the cap on this one. This has a full mono top. You can part this one anywhere. When you've got all that space on the top, you can do a center part, a side part, kind of a deep part, a narrow part. You can change up the parts. So if you like to change up your style, this is great. This is also so great if you want to do some cute little twists and updos in the front. I plan to do a video showing that. I recently just released a 1-minute video, a short, on my channel where I take Straight Up with the Twist and I do these super cute little twists. This mono top makes that really easy. You've got an extended nape, Velcro adjusters, soft velvety ear tabs with adjustable stays. So really a great cap. It's the Raquel Welch kind of comfortable cap. It's not their memory cap though. It doesn't have any of the memory stuff in it. Let's take a look at the lace front on this one. It is a great lace front. Raquel Welch makes just fantastic lace fronts. They do such a good job. You can see that right there. It's so wonderful. I absolutely love Raquel Welch lace fronts, and I think they're so incredibly realistic. One of my favorite things about these wigs is how realistic they actually look. I will just admit right up front that these are two of my favorites. Actually, I like straight up with the twist just a little bit more than this one for its general overall appearance. But one of the things I love most about these is the styling potential because of this lace front, because of the full mono top. So much fun styling. One of my favorite things to do with these is do little twists like this. So watch what I do. I treat it like almost like a French braid, and I do a twist and then I grab some more, and then I do a twist and I grab some more, and I sort of work my way down the wig, and then I clip it. So I got good coverage right there, and I've got a cute little twist. I do all kinds of twists like that. Sometimes I do like a center, sort of bump it and keep the sides down. They're just wonderful for summer and for, I don't know, I just, to me, they feel like some of the most realistic looking wigs that I own. So I really love these. Let me throw on straight up with the twist for you, and you can see. Now the measurements are about 1.5 to 2 inches difference throughout. So you can look them up. You can go to any wig retailer and kind of look up their measurements. But when I looked them up, I was finding like about 1.5 inches difference in the front. You will see that this one does not have the sort of the short choppy layers here, and it's a lot more sort of rounded and nearly all one length. There are a few little short layers in the front that just blend right into the back of the wig. And it's just slightly longer in the back, and you don't have sort of the razor, super straight razor cut. Aside from those two things, the cap construction is exactly the same. The weight of them are exactly the same. The density is really exactly the same. So the major difference you'll find is Real Deal has more layers, kind of more razor and a little bit straighter. Straight Up with the Twist is a little bit more rounded, a little bit softer. Any layers it has are blended into the cut a lot more than the razored edges of Real Deal. Otherwise, honestly, you guys, I think you could, and especially if you like to style your wigs a lot, I wear these a lot of the time. I wear them in clips and in styles, and I can do the exact same styles with this one. In that sense, they're almost interchangeable, because if you're pulling up that front section, you're really not going to see that extreme layering. Another option would be if you go with one and you wear it for a while, but you don't want to make a drastic change in your next wig, but you want something just a little bit different, you could go with one or the other. If you had this one first, you could go to Real Deal and people would just think you got your hair cut. So I definitely think that's fun. I just think overall my impressions of these are they are awesome density. They are very, very comfortable. I think that they will fit a lot of people. They fit me perfectly. I do get extra cap up here a little bit, and they have amazing stretch. And I think I cinched them in just slightly. So if you're wondering if this is going to fit you, you can look at my measurements in the description, but I would say these run just pretty true to average, maybe just slightly bigger than average, very slightly, but I would say overall they're pretty true to average. And so I think anywhere from 21.5 up to, let's see how much I have it cinched in. Oh, I don't really have this one cinched in too much, but let me cinch it in a little bit, see how that fits, and then I can maybe give a prediction. Yeah, I would say 21.5 to 22 easily. 22.5, I should say, because I can cinch this in, and I'm a 22.5, and it's so comfortable. If you're used to wigs being a little tight on you, you could probably go up to 23 inches just because there is great stretch on it, and I get decent coverage. You can see some of my bio hair right here. And I'm not buzzing it right now, I'm growing it out, and so you can see more of it than typical. And so when I wear a blonde like this, because it's rooted, that's not a problem, because it sort of blends in with that rooting. So it is not an issue, but otherwise these are super, super, super comfortable. I just love these wigs. And let me know if you have any questions about them. I will put some pictures on the end, but overall, I think either one of these would be a great choice. They're really easy to care for, even though they are heat friendly because they don't rub on your clothing. If you're new to heat friendly wigs, I encourage you to go watch my video where I show you how to care for them. I will link that in the description so that if you really want to try one of these styles, you can do it with confidence, knowing that you have the tools that you need to care for it. Let me know if you guys have any questions about these, either this one, or let me throw on Real Deal for you one more time. The other thing I would say a little bit of a difference is straight up with a twist feels a little bit fuller on the top than this one, even though it doesn't have, I don't think it has more hair, it doesn't have any more permatease or anything like that. They weigh the same. I just think the way that the hair is sewn in and constructed, it can feel a little bit poofy on the top, sometimes on straight up with a twist. Because of the layers on this one, it doesn't do that quite as much. But for my wig sisters who typically like permatease because you like to get some volume, there is some volume here because of how they sewed this hair in. Let me just double check the permatease because I'm feeling something up here. You know, there is not poofy, pillowy permatease, but right on either side of that monofilament, there's a little bit of crimpy fibers, like I had said, to help give it, disguise that wefting and give it a little bit of lift. I reviewed Straight Up with a Twist in, I think, 2019. I started wearing wigs in 2018. I think I reviewed it less than a year after I started wearing wigs. At that time, it was a little short for me because I was used to longer hair, and it felt just a little bit full on the top because of how they do that monofilament and sew the fibers in. Now I appreciate that little bit of lift up here. That really makes a difference for me and I like it a lot, but I do remember being a new wig wearer who had been losing her hair for a very long time, and it was just a little bit full on the top for me. Keep that in mind if you're new to wigs and you often find any volume up here too much for you because you're just not used to it. This one will give you just a little bit of volume on the top without the permatease, so could be worth trying, but just keep that in mind. Now, Straight Up with the Twist is probably my favorite straight style. So look how far you can come in the wig journey, and things will change over time as you get used to wig wearing. All right, guys, thanks for watching. As far as this color goes, I have reviewed this color in multiple other videos, but let me just show it to you real quick. I was thinking maybe I wouldn't because I've reviewed it already, but maybe you haven't seen that. We're in a window, my bedroom window, all natural light on me. There is no artificial light on me. This is my absolute favorite blonde. It's got their SS, which is their shadow shade, which is very natural looking in my opinion. And this is it sort of has some warm tones, some ashy tones. I really consider this color to be more neutral. And I think it looks great on a lot of brunettes. Let's look at that. So you've got some sort of sandy, caramely, not quite caramel, a little bit of beigey colors in here. You've got some platinum, some golden blonde. It's really quite dynamic, as you can see here in the back. It's not stripy, but it definitely looks like you had a great colorist to color your hair. And then that root is a nice golden brown. It's not a long root. They diffuse it quite a bit with some of the lighter color. So it's just enough to feel very natural without feeling like it's regrowth. Feels very, very intentional. And then they put those sort of platinum light highlights right up there at the front, which is what gives you that beautiful lace front. So there you go, you guys. Shaded Biscuit, my favorite blonde. And I hear from a lot of wig sisters who are brunettes who love this blonde. So there you go. Thanks for watching, you guys. I hope you got what you needed. Let me know if you have questions. Here come some pictures. Here we are with shaded Biscuit outside. This is where you'll really be able to see that this rooting is not super dark. And that's why they call it a shadow root, because it's really just a shadow. I mean, it definitely is all throughout the wig, but it is not long. Isn't this a beautiful color? Lots of beautiful, dynamic, perfectly placed highlights. Nothing stripy. It's excellent. All right, you guys. Thanks for watching. I hope that helped.